President Trump has announced major new exemptions to his sweeping tariffs plans. Computers, smartphones, chips will all now be exempt. An order to this effect was issued late on Friday night by the Customs and Border Protection Department, and that order really followed near SOS calls to the White House by major companies such as Apple. Apple currently has only about 6 weeks of inventory left in the US, and without this intervention, it would either simply run out of products to sell across America or have some remaining products priced very much higher than they are at present. Critical in this exemption is the exemption also for China. So not only will the 10% baseline tariffs not apply on these products, but also the much higher tariffs placed on China. They've all been knocked out now. China supplies most computers sold in the US. In 2022, it was 92%, that dropped to 85% the following year, but it still remains the overwhelmingly high producer and supplier. Only about 5% of computers sold in the US are manufactured in the US. So substitution of imports with US made products, as Trump has been trumpeting, is many years away if it ever happens. The annual computer market in the US is worth about $200 billion, so this is a lot of business affected now. Similarly, about 70% of smartphones sold in the US are currently made in China, and Apple has a 57% share in the US, but those computers are actually manufactured mostly, and those phones rather, are actually manufactured mostly in China. And the exemption for China now really is a major political victory for President Xi. He held firm with China's own reciprocal tariffs against those of the US. He clearly knew that Trump will not be able to implement the tariffs quite in the way announced. So now we have these exemptions. Unless we have further exemptions to these exemptions or a new order overwriting the present one,